Lancaster. Oh, it is good to see you. It is good to see you. It is good to be back on this beautiful spring night. I am so grateful to all of you for taking the time. There are a couple of acknowledgments that I want to make, starting with Aaron, who introduced Bob Casey, an Iraq veteran. We are proud of his service. We are grateful to him and all the veterans of the Iraq and Afghanistan wars, the veterans of the Vietnam War, the Korean War. My grandfather was a WW2 vet. And that tradition has been passed on. Their willingness to serve on behalf of this nation is something that we are so grateful for. I'm very appreciative to have Aaron's support. A couple other people. Your mayor, Rick Gray, is here. Give a big cheer to Rick. State Representative Mike Sturgeon. Thank you, Mike. York Mayor, a great supporter. He's not here, but I wanted to give him a shout out anyway. John Brenner, who's been a great supporter. And finally, I want to make sure that all of you know how lucky you are to have not just one of the finest senators in the country, but just one of the nicest, most decent men that I know serving Pennsylvania. Please give it up for Bob Casey. You know, we had a rally in Pennsylvania yesterday, in Philadelphia, that, it was a pretty good turnout, I gotta admit. We had about 35,000 people there. I've been running for president for 15 months now, and we've had some big crowds, but it was nothing like the crowd we saw stretched all the way out to Independence Hall. And since we were in front of Independence Hall, I was reminded that a little over 2 centuries ago, a group of colonists got together because their government wasn't listening to them. It wasn't fighting for them. It wasn't representing them. And they said, we are going to declare independence. We're going to try to seek a more perfect union. And there were a lot of skeptics at the time. I mean, you think about it, this ragtag bunch of colonies trying to declare independence from the mighty British Empire. And yet, they had the vision. They had the foresight, they had the courage to stand up for what they believed in. And more than 2 centuries later, we stand here as beneficiaries of that choice that they made. We stand here because they were willing to fight for a better life, not just for their generation, but for future generations. They understood that America would never be perfect, but it could be perfectible. That America could strive to improve itself each and every generation. And people could stand up and try to make the country more just, more equal, more free, to provide greater opportunities to more people. And that's what we have done in successive generations. It's that spirit that helped us get through not just a Revolutionary War, but a Civil War and 2 World Wars. It's that spirit that helped the greatest generation defeat fascism in Europe and lift itself up out of the Great Depression here at home. It was that spirit that allowed us to struggle and ultimately win on behalf of civil rights and workers' rights and women's rights. And that is the spirit that we need right now. This is our time. This is our moment to declare independence from a government that is not working, and take it back and make it work for everybody here in Pennsylvania and everybody all across America. We need that spirit now more than ever because we are at a defining moment.